Second TA is Vedant Das. Vedant.
Sir, OBS also you can start because maybe if the network will interrupt, then recording will be continued.
Recording yeah, has just started. Just started. Oh, okay. And then we have Bharti. Bharti, just introduce yourself. Bharti,
Yes, sir.
just introduce yourself.
Myself, Bharti Sinha. I'm a second year MTech student, and I'm here to present as a TA of this online course. Thank you.
Okay. And for today, we have a fast group presentations. I think Pranjal Chaudhary, just introduce yourself.
Hello everyone. I am Pranjal Chaudhary. I am MTech first year student from Department of Civil Engineering, IIT Guwahati.
Okay. And Saria is there, no?
Yes, sir. When I'm calling him.
He has not joined so yet. And who is this from your group, from online? Who is your group member?
I think,
Pranjal?
sir, just a minute. Let me check. It is Mr. Subrata Kumar Das, sir.
Yes. Mr. Das, can you just
Yes,
introduce
sir.
yourself? So as we have made it the first groups, okay. So your two members from one is Saharia, Janakdeep Saharia. I think he's going to join. Okay, and then we have the Pranjal Chaudhary. So the basic our idea is that in a group to do the work. Okay. So there will be two case studies. One of the case study today will be presented by your group. Okay. And we'll do the project. And that project will be the more weightage with that's what is the new way to evaluate it, as well as we'll have the assignments. So the project will be done by the group wise. So first group is Mr. Das, then Pranjal Chaudhary, then we have the Saharia. Saharia is joined or not? Pranjal?
Yes, sir. He has joined.
Okay, so we can start it, not delaying much. Okay, hopefully, I think now number is 25. So with time, it will be increase number to be commit close to the 40. We are okay. So let me. My screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So today class, the basically I already uploaded two videos. Okay. Before onset, let me thank the online the students who have registered this river engineering course as only so that will let us enjoy this course in different way. That's what is my plan, and you can really try to know it. This the course. I have a similar course is there in online river engineering. So last semester we had a 900 students. So this is and that the course is I think almost ran more than 4 years. So the online river engineering course of NPTEL is quite famous. Okay. So with this note, let me I started one of the case studies. So as you know it, three gorgeous dams in China, which is just okay. I think slide bit. I was looking for the cursor. Okay. So the basically, let me I put it like this. There's, as you know it, three gorgeous stems, and these slides, we just have to understand it. What is the impact of the three gorgeous stems on the hydrology and ecology of Yangtze River? Okay. So the basically this provide benefits for flood controls. Okay. And it has a large storage capacity. The capacity is 22 billion meter cube. So three gorgeous dams having huge storage capacities, 22 billion meter cube. Okay, and it has definitely has impact ecological and social environmental impacts, including the wetland and delta degradations, biodiversity loss, saltwater intrusions. It also have a long-term regional sustainability. So now let me look at how these things are impacted. Okay. So basically, when you impacting of these three gorgeous dams in middle and lower reaches of the mainstream, first is hydrological regime. Okay, so especially there is a change, the altered the flood magnitudes, definitely there, and the monthly flow patterns. And because we have the regulating systems, as they have the regulating systems of huge 22 billion meter cube of storage systems, so it reduces the seasonal variability. That means unregulated thing, you will have a more seasonal variability. Okay, so that means it will be lower the discharge maxima, also higher the discharge minima. So that's what it does, any sort of the storage systems. That is a quite positive things. But they got it because of the dam, these reservoir projects, it is not having much significant change in the annual runoff. Annual discharge remains same, definitely, because it's a storage, so annual level it will not be different. But seasonal variations are affected. So basically, water discharge reduced during the October, November, increasing after that. But this is what the flow, water available point of view. Look at the sediment point of view. What it happened at the post 2003 of the dam projects. So they had annual sedimentary loads decreased. So not only that, this dam project significantly influenced the sediment transport than the runoff process. So the clear water released by the river bed, that's what he initiated, shifting of channels. Okay. Sediment load to the estuary declined significantly. If you look at that way, the water availability or changing this hydrology is not that significant when you look the sediment dynamics. Because of the trap of the sediment in the reservoir, so annual sediment loads decreased, as well as it affects the sediment transport process, as well as it also triggered river bed erosions, shifting the channels. So morphology and the sediment transport was found to be quite significant. Similarly, if you look at ecology and environment point of view, the three gauges dams affect the ecosystem because it changed the physical habitat, loss of the spawning areas for aquatic organizations, change of hydrologic regime, which affected the fish diversity, reductions in dilutions, pollutions released from the industry, sediment trapping can deteriorate the water quality. So that the four components of analysis has done it. Now look at it graphically. If you look at the annual runoff, the first figures in terms of, so if you look at these first figures, so first rows, not much significant change, but there are annual variations of annual runoff. But after the construction of the dam, these hash line regions, these regions, you look at the sediment part, it's total traffic. In this case, almost huge amount of sediment, what earlier was there, that has been trapped it. These are same things. These are original data. So it clear-cut indicates that the flow regimes or annual water yield runoff more or less remains fluctuated as it was there. It was there before the pre-dam periods. But significantly the difference there in sediment load because of all the sediments, whatever comes it deposited in the reservoir. So that's what we call the trough efficiency. Similarly, it's showing it that how the monthly discharge variations are there. So pre and the post with two locations and these water levels as well as the discharge variations. Then it's graphically, they also study it. There was one downstream of this dam projects, that's what called Pakong Lake. So it's graphically, they are showing the interactions of the river and the Pakong Lake, what it happens when you have a outflow from the Pakong or backflow from the Angshu rivers. So river to the wetland, wetland to the river. So very interesting way to graphically put it. The same process happens in Brahmaputra. Many of the wetlands are connected. So sometimes the river gives the water to the wetland or the wetlands return back to water to the river. So that's what, and these are the ecological studies showing that how it affected migratory birds, reduced the flood availability, fish resources, how it was affected it, and the self-purification ability is reduced. Anybody can say that? What do you mean by self-purification's ability? Anybody? Yes? This is the interaction hours, no? In ecology, they are talking about self-purification's ability. What do you mean by that? Anybody? I'm audible to all, no?
Yes, sir, audible.
Okay. So anybody can tell me what do you mean by self-purification's ability?
Sir, जो भी माने पानी का सर प्यूरिफिकेशन कैपेसिटी मतलब सर कोई भी सर उसमें इम्प्योरिटीज है उसको खुद ब खुद वो साफ कर लेगा सर।
कैसे करेगा? इट्स गुड, but how it's a river self purification's ability reduced? What do you mean by that?
So self-purification is the inherent capability of a natural water body to assimilate certain amount of organic pollutant and restore its pristine quality over time and distance.
Mhm. So, because what you want to, I am to tell it that when you have a rivers, there are a lot of turbulent structures are there.
Deoxygenation by dissolved oxygen, sir.
Yes. So basically, when you have the river and without the controlling systems, so you may have the more turbulent structures and all, which really making self purification means the dilutions of these any material, any compositions that can be dissolved it or diffuse it, and that's what you will doing the self purifications. But when you have the dam projects, so with a clear water and increase the eutrophications. That's what it happens if you have to store the water in the reservoirs. And if you look at the figure 5, it's a clear cut indicating it water area, okay, with a for the lake maximum, minimum, mean, and standard deviations. So it is also showing it almost 10 years how this water area is varying it, and with respect to the precipitations. That part you can look it. This is what the tidal zones also. So this is what I can leave it you to read it and find out the things, which is the paper we have given in the WhatsApp group. So that's the point. What I want to just trigger it to give it a example or case study for Three Gorges Dam. So now I can, from the student side, the presentations can start it. Okay. Sairia, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Start presentation.
So is my screen is visible?
No. Can you once again you share it? It has come. It has come. Put it in the full screen view. Yes. My request to all these who please ask the questions. Okay, that's what will be tracking you, that how active you are in the class. Okay, that's the reasons I just encourage. Please ask the questions to group 1. Okay, so if you don't ask the questions to group 1, that means you are losing the marks. Okay, so that's what my point is. You just ask the questions to the group 1. Yes, now we can start.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. So today we are going to discuss the paper River Ecological Corridor, a conceptual framework and review of the spatial management scope. So why do we need a river ecological corridor actually? So in present days, the rivers actually are facing several severe problems. For example, excessive urbanization and agriculture close to the riverbank, then encroachment on the floodplains, which reduce the flood carrying capacity, then dam construction of dams, then embankments, and also channelization. It also disturbs the natural flow of the river. And due to all of these reasons, it results loss of the biodiversity and the water quality. So to protect the natural river and to maintain its natural capacity and natural flow, we must implement the river ecological corridors in a very scientific way. So this paper is giving us some summary or some spatial management scopes. By using this, we can simply implement the river ecological corridors. So basically, what is river ecological corridor? It is the extension of the river corridor, emphasizing biological and habitat elements. So in a narrow sense, it is a linear or banded corridor which consists of river channels, then floodplains, and the transition zone. And in a broad sense, it includes the lakes, then reservoirs, then wetlands, and natural embankments and other elements. So the composition of the river ecological corridor, in this paper, it is defined using 4-dimensional characteristics. The 4 dimensions are transversal, longitudinal, vertical, and temporal. In transverse dimension, it contains the river channel, then floodplain, then the other transition zone, as we can see in the picture in the right hand side. Then along the length also, it can the river the various ingredient various means the gradient is reducing along the river, so it also contains that perspective also. Then in the vertical, there is a interaction between the surface water, soil water, and groundwater, so it contains that perspective too. And also the river is actually the state of the river is varying with time. The state it changes over the time due to floods, then dry season, and also it contains long-term evolutions. So basically, the river system is not a static system; it is a dynamic system. So these all 4 dimensions capture all of these aspects. Then so am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, you are audible.
Okay. So in this paper, there are it says various rules of the controlling lines. By using that, we can determine actually what is the width of the river corridor. So first, the paper says that the minimum boundary, it is the river shoreline. So it is the strip area between the waterfront control line and the outermost boundary line. That means the shoreline is exactly the physical boundary between the river water and the land. So it is the minimum boundary of the riverbank corridor. Then the outermost boundary, it contains 3 control lines. The 3 control lines are aquatic ecological red line, then permanent basic farmland, then urban development boundary. these are the three control lines for the outermost boundary. For inner boundary, the single shoreline is there and it is sufficient for the inner boundary. Then what is aquatic ecological red line? So the bottom line of the water ecological space protection, it is the line which has the highest priority. Later we will discuss how to actually choose which control line is we are giving to the we are selecting as the outermost boundary. Later we will discuss. Then the second control line is the permanent basic farmland. It actually contains the cultivated land. And then the third one is urban development boundary, and which is a regional boundary for functional utilization. That ecological space within this must be protected. That means this boundary controls the urbanization. Then, as we have already discussed, the minimum boundary is the river shoreline. Then again, there arises two cases. One is with dike, that means with embankment, and one is without embankment. So in the picture, we can see that with embankment, the scope of the shoreline is extended beyond the river bank, and in the second case, without without the river bank, the scope of the space goes to the last means the last boundary of the transition zone. Then comes about the outermost boundary. So already we have defined that the outer boundary is controlled by these three control lines. One is aquatic ecological red line, then the permanent basic farmland, and then urban development boundary line. So the priority rule is the ecological red line has the most priority, because the main purpose to provide this river ecological corridor is to protect the ecology, to protect the ecological environment in the river bank. So it has the highest priority. Then in case if all these control lines, if somehow they overlap, then we have to give the first priority to the this one aquatic ecological red line. After that, we can think about how much urbanization is to be done and how much agriculture to be done. After that, we can decide. So basically, the first priority goes to the river, this one, aquatic ecological red line. Then this paper suggests three principles. The first one is the principle of consistency with dominant function and restoration goals. Simply, we can say that this principle says that the corridor boundary must match the main purpose of the river edge. Which, for example, some river parts are we are interested to protect the flood. So that in that river, our outermost boundary goes to the flood plain only. Then in some other places, we are interested to protect the ecology of the river bank. Then in some other cases, we have to have to protect the landscape also. Then in that case, in every situation, the outermost line behaves in different case. For flood control river section, the corridor must include the entire flood plain. Then in ecology dominant section, the corridor must wide enough to protect the habitats and the water quality also. And in landscape section, the corridor it depends on the human use and its safety. Then in the second principle, the principle of coordination with territorial spatial planning. So the river corridor boundary must fit with existing land use planning rules. Means while defining the corridor, we must consider the existing river shoreline, then the aquatic ecological red line, then the other permanent basic flood line, then other existing means structures we have to consider while we are designing the river ecological corridor. Then the third principle is principle of adaptation to local conditions. It means actually there is no some fixed corridor width that works in every section of the river. Based on some local conditions, we have to change the width, and accordingly we can plan. For example, for a wide natural river, the corridor should be wider. For a narrow urban river, we have to protect the corridor using various this type of local conditions. We can actually change the width of the corridor. So basically, the main purpose of this paper was to implement a scientific method to implement the river ecological corridor, so that we can protect the natural river flow, we can protect the ecosystem, etc. So thank you.
Good. So good presentations. So can you, what way this is different than this bank to bank, which is if I take a left bank to right bank, what is that? Is it a river shoreline, or what is that actually?
Sir, I've not got the answer.
The point is that most of the time engineers are focused the only left bank to right bank, okay, as the river, okay. So in the technically, what is they have defined that once, if you just have a left bank to right bank? Is it a blue water regions or something like that? Did you get my point?
Not exactly, sir.
Okay, so my point is that traditionally we think it that river is from left bank to right bank, but the river ecological corridor is beyond of that, no?
Yes.
Because it does the lot of ecological functions with in a floodplain regions and all. So that is the reasons you have very wide river ecological corridors.
Yes.
In which this river will be there, floodplain will be there. Also,
And
the next one is
transition zones.
Okay. And what was the process that the embankment they constructed in which regions? In a transition zone or the floodplain regions?
So it depends. Actually, so the width of the corridor is depend on that condition, that where they have actually constructed the embankment. That means there is in this paper there is no such rule that where we should construct the embankment.
Okay. So basically they want to cater the local variations and local point like ecological constraint or local other constraints. They can use it for considering defining the river ecological corridors. Okay, that's good. So any other questions? Or you can show that 4 dimensions part. I think that is quite interesting. The 4th dimensions are there, no?
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
You move the slides. Please.
Hello. Have you incorporated the wetlands while preparing this paper on the ecological corridor? Because wetlands are very much important in maintaining the river health and also the health of wetlands.
Yes.
Yes, it is incorporated. Actually, it is written there. And if you can see the broad sense point, it also includes lake, reservoirs, swamps, wetlands, etc.
With natural embankments. Can anybody say what do you mean by natural embankments?
So earthen embankments, those are natural embankments.
Then embankments are the natural embankment. Anybody? It's a very good term. It's called natural embankment or natural levee. Anybody can, even if you can use the chat GPT also, okay. Anybody can tell what is the natural embankment? It's not
Created by the depositions on the both sides.
Yes, yes. The river itself created the embankment in both sides, or sometimes the one side also. It depends upon just the embankment, which is called a natural embankment. So it's not necessarily in the both the side. Sometimes also one of the side also it start depositing it, because when the river goes to the floodplain regions, then suddenly there the velocity reductions happens. As the velocity reductions happen, the sedimentation started, and with over the time that further and further the sedimentations happens, then it creates a natural levee or natural embankment. So the broad sense, even if it includes natural embankment, lakes, reservoir, the wetland, and also the estuary area, because that's what they go at that level. And narrow sense, it just have a boundary corridor consider of river channel, floodplain, and the highland ridge transitional zone. And four-dimensional structures diagrams, if you look at it, it has transversal, longitudinal, vertical, temporal. So 4 dimensions. In transverse, longitudinals, verticals, and the temporals. And that's what is showing it here. Any further questions? Anybody just? And you can put it to first
What is
figures.
meant by the transition?
What is mean by?
Transition zones?
Yes, Saharia, as you read the paper, just can you tell? Or the from group A first they can reply it. Saharia? If I could understand it, this highland edge transition zone.
Sir,
Yes.
the transition zone, it is the area between the river floodplain and the higher the surrounding land.
Okay.
For example, there is a high density forest in the river bank. Then the transition zone means that means the from the floodplain to the forest area there is a transition zone in between. That
Yes.
part it is.
Did you get it? So when you complete, if you take a cross sections of this, you will have a river, then you have a plot plane. Then suddenly it cannot go to the forest or can it go to the hilly, but there will be a transitional zone, changing the as a landscape point of view. There will be a transitional zone. Any further questions?
Sir,
Yes. Please.
sir, is this paper is similar to the floodplain zoning? Because in the floodplain zoning, we are already doing all these things.
Yes, floodplain zoning is a very narrow idea. I'll tell it. River ecology corridor is much more than. Okay. In a floodplain zoning, we just look at the flood inundation is a major component. Here you are talking about river ecology. That
Okay,
means, so basically, see, river is also doing a functions, no, ecological functions. How far it is happening? What is the directions of ecology functions are there? Like, for examples, like a Dipur bill. Dipur Bills is a part of the river, Brahmaputra River ecological corridors, because they are connected through the ecological point of view. Brahmaputra
sir,
and yeah, similar way, if you look at this Kaziranga National Park in ecological point of view, it's a part of Brahmaputra River ecological corridor. That it is. It's not only this floodplain zoning map. That's a flood inundation zoning map. That's okay. That is a very simple things to find out which are the area is likely to be flood, and based on that, we do the zonifications. This is the paper originated from China. So basically, we should not confine the river just flood inundations area. Beyond that, maybe beyond that, how it has a relations with the ecological functions with the surroundings. That's the reason they put the lakes, the reservoir, the swamps, wetlands, natural embankment, even if estuaries. So all they included. You can find out whether they are connected or not connected. So we can find out river ecological corridors. What I'm telling you, these are the new concept people have been talking it. Flood zonifications map, this is an old concept. There's now more things are included for this river ecological corridor concept. So, any further questions? Yes. Please.
Yeah. So may I know, like, when we start, like planning for a river ecological corridor, what is
Yes.
like the optimal width that we generally take for this corridor?
Yeah.
Like-
Sahria, will you have reply it, or I'll just...
So in the paper, actually, they have mentioned the principles and the methodologies, not exactly some examples of some width on. So we have just discussed the principles and some basic methodologies.
Yes. Basically, these are the basic concepts, okay, which will be this is not defined that is you will have a 5 meter, 2 kilometer buffer, okay, or the 5 kilometer buffer. Buffer means you take it from the river line 2 kilometer left side to 2 kilometer right side, then you create the buffer that is there. What they are telling it, this is the concept. So we need to have an ecologist to find out how far the river is connected ecologically, or what are the floodplain ecology or beyond the space are connected to river. All should be identified it and define the river ecological corridor. If I could try to understand it, that means it can vary from location to locations. In a longitudinal directions also it can vary it. It's not like it's having a 2 kilometer buffer distance, or it should not be a 5 kilometer buffer distance. It's a variability should be there.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Any others? This is the concept now people are talking it. That's what is I can say. This is the concept we are talking it, which maybe after 5-10 years, the Water Resource Department also will do not the flood zonifications or vulnerability assessment, but to do a river ecological corridor assessment as a single integrated framework. Okay, so if you don't have a questions, I think now we can. I think Om Prakash, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Sahria, you can onset.
Okay.
Good. So we can give a clap for him. Okay, so or you can raise the hands. Okay, so that you can be appreciative of that. Good, 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 good. So now I think Om Prakash is going to present it how to use Google Earth Pro.
So,
And,
sir, we will first discuss about the mini project, what you will assign.
Okay.
So let me just share, sir,
Ah.
PPT. You can, sir, just
Yes.
tell a student.
Yes. Okay.
Screen is visible, sir?
It's a visible.
Okay, fine.
You will speak out. I'll just.
No, so, sir, you can explain, sir, to a student.
Okay. You put in the full view. So if you look at that, we are designing of a mini projects. Okay. So it has three components, and we will have a 30% weightage. Okay. Both for online and offline. Okay. It will have the first component of geospatial analysis. So within the geospatial analysis, what are need to be done it, that what will tell it with the time. Then you will do the river modeling using the HackerRS. We will do the hydrodynamic models. Also, we will do the sediment modeling. Then we will commit that you have to identify the vulnerability reaches. Which are the vulnerables are there? Which location you have to do? What type of management concept to be implemented? So those river training work, bank protection work, and where is the issues are there, like for examples near the bridge locations are there, or there are the reaches having so much bank erosions. It's a vulnerability to a particular city. So those things you will bring it from this. So from geospatial analysis, HackerRS, then you will suggest it what type of river training work should be done it, or river bank protections work, or what would be the idea. So that is what 3 phases. So you will have a geospatial, modeling, then river training structures. And then we have a divided, I think, based on northern and southern tributaries. Okay, many got a lot of, I think Dhansri, the first group is got the Dhansri, Subansri. Okay, and the second group. Yes. Yeah.
Sir,
Please.
Sir, can you change the river Tista into some another river from Assam, sir? So Tista river is there in the North Bengal, sir. So it will not be relevant for my department, sir.
No, it doesn't matter it. So you conduct, see, it is a comprehensively looking at how to prepare the database. Okay. So whether it is there in West Bengal or Odisha or the Assam, it doesn't matter. Okay.
So if you want any change in the river, you can just suggest me. I'll change before starting your project. If you have any.
Otherwise, see, what my point is to encourage is that nowadays it doesn't matter if the people from the United States or the other place, they know the things. All these data which are available, okay, open sources, because you cannot use any classified data of CWC discharge and all the things. Whatever the open source data are there, based on that we are doing the projects. So it is not we will use any classified the CWC data. We will not use it. All this DM data, the land use land cover data. So all these data which are available through Bhuvan portals or any other portals, so you can use it for your projects. Yes. Any other questions? Okay, I come back to that. So, slides 2. Om Prakash. Yes, so there are the tributaries and this way. Okay, is put it and many things here. Okay, so discharge data say that it should be discharge published paper, CWRD report or journal articles. You have to find out the peak discharge, mean discharge, it might be the steam power variations. Okay, all will discuss it. What type of analysis is to be done it. Okay, end of the day, you should prepare them in any of the GIS softwares, and most preferably you can use the QGIS to do these things like flood discharge for 2 years, 10 years, 30 years, and 100 years data set. And HackerS model can be set up with a DM data, approximate cross-section extracted from DM or some sources. Then you can have this Manning roughness value, boundary conditions. So those things you will be preparing it. And from simulations model, we can get it the average velocity, we can get the maximum velocity, boundary shear stress, hydraulic radius, energy gradient line, all we can get it from the HackerS model. Next. Yes, I think it's what type of retaining works. Okay, he has just put it almost all.
Yes, yes. After the finalization of your geospatial result and the HackerS modeling, you can just suggest which one will be implemented in your tributaries based on your result or your understanding.
Yes,
this is the idea.
That protection work will may be different from different reaches also.
Yes, yes, yes.
That's like some places you can give a bomba procopines, or some cases you can give the revetment. But you should have a justification to give a revetment whether the high velocity is there or most vulnerable areas are there. So you have to give a justification for that.
Okay, so now, sir, I will just present.
Okay, you continue.
Okay, sir. So actually, I am going to present you how you will do the geospatial analysis using the Google Earth Pro. So Google Earth Pro is a very common software for the geospatial, or very easy to use. And basically here you got in the Google Earth Pro the high resolution satellite imagery, and it is free for your visualization, and the basic analysis here you can do, not the advanced analysis. And a lot of limitations also for this because in the Google Earth Pro you cannot get the series of data for each month or each year. So these are the limitations for Google Earth Pro. Okay. So now how you will install? So simply you can just download from this. Actually, today I was checking. I was trying to download, but from the main website, the Google Earth Pro was not able to download. Today I was not able to download. But from this here you can download easily. The install and uninstall Google Earth Pro. Then you will go. You will find out this, just the download Google Earth Pro, and you will directly install like that. Okay, so this is the interface of the Google Earth Pro. So here a lot of tool is there. You can see this is okay. A lot of tool. I'll just demonstrate after a few minutes how you will use the tool for the digitization purpose. And what is digitization, I'll also tell during the software demonstration. Now, and these are the places. These are places. Here you will save your whatever you will prepare on this interface. The things will save here. And these are the layers. You can see here is the many layers. The primary database, borders, label, place, photos, roads, building, weather, galleries, everything is here. So based on requirement, we'll just tick or untick. So for digitization, actually we need some this the borders and labels, and the rest of thing you can uncheck based on your this requirement. Will select the layer. Now we'll move on the how you will see this. What are actually the main component for this Google Earth Pro for your digitization purpose, for analysis of your geospatial analysis, for whatever we'll just tell you for the mini project. So you need the page mark, you need polygon, you need the path or the line, you need the time slider, and for printing the data you need just the print option. And now you need also, you can, whatever you will digitize on the Google Earth Pro, you can make as a KMZ file or KML file. For this is required for your GIS mapping, like sir was telling that you will use QGIS for your more analysis, so that time you need the KMZ file or KML file. Okay. So these are about the KMZ file and the KML file. So this is not okay. So now I will just demonstrate you on this Google Earth Pro. Let me just share.
Any question you want to ask it? Please.
Yes, you can ask. Or let me first demonstrate the software.
Yeah. You can cut.
Yes, sir. Hope it is visible to all my screen. Is it visible to all?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. So let us, here actually I have did the many project like Vamsadhara River and your Beki River, Brahmaputra River. So I'll just to give you idea on the Beki River. So here you can see, here you can search your river. Let me just search the Beki River. So here Beki River is showing. So you can add here the page mark. And if you want to, let us assume if you want to study here, and the border and level is coming, so it is making the difficult. Okay, so let us, you want to study this reach from here to here. So what you will do, you will just add a page mark and this will come. So here you can write the upstream of the Beki. Upstream. Okay. And now you can another page mark, add here this is your downstream, or here you can add at the confluence of your in the Brahmaputra. So downstream. Okay, fine. So here actually you, before starting the work, first you need to make your folder, because it is very, very important. So actually already I have, let me just show you how I will make. Just you will click here, right click, and you will get the folder. So let us, I'm going to do the Beki River. So Beki River. Okay. And these two things I'll just put in the Beki. Okay. So now, what is the meaning of digitization? What I was telling. So digitization is very simple. If you want to see the bank migration of this Beki River at this location, so how you will do? You just take the line or the here this line tool of this Google Earth Pro, and you will give the bank migration. First you will give the name, bank migration. Okay, so let me just go in the property, and now you can digitize very easily. So first you need to open this, the time part, the history figure. So let me just go on the 1985. So here you can see the 1985 line is this for your Becky River. This is your 1985. So just I'll show you the small part. 1985 I'll write here, and here you can see this below part, the year is written, the 1985. Okay, so this is your 1985. Now the data is not available in between 1985 to 2010. So this is the limitation of your Google Earth Pro. So now we'll see, here you can see very easily the river migrated lot. Now the next line you can draw here, the Becky 2010, because we have the data 10, so that's why it's vary from river to river. Becky 2010. Properties, right click, then you will just digitize the outer boundary of this particular. So here you can see very clearly the somewhere erosion. Here you can see the lot of erosion happened in between 85 to 2010. Okay. Now if you move the another line, 2013. Okay, here is 2013, but when you will see here, the figure is showing, here is written the 11/2013, but once you will come here, then here you can see the 2010 is already, the 2010 is there, not 2013. So please, when you will see the date, you will see here, not here. Okay, now let us move on the next. Sorry, what is happening? Okay, so this is your 2014. Here you can see 2014. So like that you can digitize 2014. Becky. Now I'll show you just the recent figure, the 2025. You can see here the 2025. What is the problem? Oh, now visual. Okay. Not visible. Oh, what is happening?
Okay,
Now
it
visible?
has come.
Okay.
Yes.
So now for 2025, just I want to show you here. Okay. make it 2025. Okay, so here you can see the migration. This was your initially the 1985, this line was 1985, then 2010, then 2014, and then 2025. Here you can see in 1985 river was this here, and how much migrated. If I will show you, here is a measure tool, show ruler. So from here you can measure, it is almost 1 kilometer. The river migrated 1 kilometer. So how much loss of the area, how I will calculate the area? If I like these are the agriculture land, so how much agriculture land losses? So how you will calculate? Let me just show you. So you go here the polygon, because we need to calculate the area, so we'll work with the polygon tool of Google Earth. So here I'll write just area 1985 to 2025. Okay, so now if I write, this is your line, sometimes this white part is coming, so here not visible clearly. So what you will do, you will do one thing, go here the style and color, you can click here only outline, so only outline will be visible, and you can make the color different, so the color will be the different. Okay, the color will be different. You can also increase the width of the line. Okay, so here you will just see, let me just show you the area, how much you have losses. Okay, so in the measure you can go in the square kilometer, or here you can see in the square meter. Let me just 1.58 or 1.6, you can say 1.6 square kilometer area. Here the river, actually the river migrated to around let me just measure, the migration was I think 1 kilometer. Here the river migrated 1 kilometer, the maximum distance 1 kilometer, and the loss of area, loss of agriculture land here is 1.6 kilometer. So similar you can do for your project. And how I will measure the width? So if you want to measure the width, you can measure with this ruler also. Click just one time here, then you can measure and you can write down. Or another, you just take here the line thing and you just write here the width 1. So now you can measure the width from here to here, and it is in kilometer is 1 kilometer, or you can change here the meter, kilometer, whatever you need. Okay, so like that you can measure the width. Also you can see the lot of things here you can see. Let me just show you one thing very interesting with Veki River. So in 1985, if you will see, here is the two channel. This is let us assume this is first channel and this is second channel. In 1985 or 1984, the flow was in this first channel, but currently the flow in this channel. So you can see and how this has happened. So if when you will analyze your special the initially was the flow was in this channel, the first channel, and currently I think after 1908 2003 also was the first channel active, but here you can see the 2007 the channel was almost both are same active, but in 2009, yes, 2012 or 2011, the channel 1, the channel 2 is completely active, and channel your 1 was dying. So just here you can see the just opposite scenarios. So such type of analysis you can do with but you can do here the simple analysis. For advanced analysis, you have to use the satellite imageries like Sentinel-2 imagery, Landsat imageries. So you can do this advanced analysis, and with the satellite data you have data. I think for Sentinel-2 you have 5-day or temporal resolution, means for a particular location you will get the data after each 5 day for your this Sentinel-2 data. So you can analyze very advanced with the satellite data, but for a basic analysis you can use this Google Earth Pro. So this is all about for today. Okay, so this is okay. Now one thing I want to also show you. Let us suppose here I have made something and I want to extract this figure. So what you will do, you will just click here. So here you will get whatever the legend we have added already. The page mark here you can see the Becky River, and also here the north arrow is showing, and from here you can change. If we not need this title map, we'll just untick. If we need the title, we'll take here and we'll write the Becky River. Becky River. Here you can write the bank migration analysis. Okay. So everything is here. You can access. Now you can save as a PDF. Save as a PDF at your respective locations. So that's all from my side today. If you have any one question, please ask me. If you have any question, please ask.
Yes.
These are
Any
three
questions,
tools. These three tools are very, very important. One is your page marks for your location, and here also you can, I think, change this. Yes, here you can change as per your requirement. Let us suppose here I want to give this one. So based on different features, you can change your page mark also. And the polygon is very, very important for area identification, for area calculation, and for line is for your migration, bank migration, or for if you want to measure the longitudinal length of the river, or if you want to measure the slope. Slope is also very, very important. So okay, let me just show you the slope, how you will calculate. Slope is also very, very important. So if I want to calculate the slope from here to here, here to here, just I am digitizing randomly, but you need to digitize in the main channel, remember please. Okay, from here to here. This is your Brahmaputra. So slope I'll write here. Okay. So the elevation profile. So here you can see. This is what your top. Then you just come on the bottom. You can see here. So you can measure the slope here also. This is very, very important.
So discuss in the class the exponential decay functions. If you look it overall, it's the exponential decay.
Yes. So you can
some minor undulations will be there.
Yes, because I have not digitized the properly, sir. That's why it is coming. If properly will digitize, so undulation will be very, very less.
Yes. similar way, he can also draw the cross sections also of the Brahmaputra rivers, no?
Yes, yes, sir.
Just draw a cross section of Brahmaputra river.
Yes, yes. So let us here, I want to. So I think it is, yes, like that you
Yes.
can visualize.
There are a lot of error because these the
Yes,
data,
yes.
because changing of the channels in the Brahmaputra river, so it is showing it, and that's the reasons there. The lot of error is there in a cross section at the Brahmaputra level. But if you look at overall slope in a river, like what you did it for Becky, and it's a clear cut indicates that it's an exponential decay of the elevations are there.
Yes, sir. So with these tool, you
Okay,
can
so-
analyze very easily the stream power analysis. What sir is yesterday, or I think today also sir was teaching. So you can very easily calculate the stream power because you know the width. Just you need to get the discharge data. So you can
Yes.
get discharge data from any published paper or any documentation by the government of India. So you can get very easily.
Anybody? Any questions? This is the first class. Any questions?
Sir,
Yes.
Yes,
Sir,
please.
sir, can we use this river data, like just now we have marked longitudinal section along the river and founded the slope. Can we use this data for our real project, or just for the, it is just for the explanation?
No, if you look at the two things are there, see, it depends upon the accuracy what you are doing it, okay? So basically from this, you may not get it a very accurate longitudinal profiles, very accurate width and all the things. So basically when you go for a full DPR preparation and all, you should have the one survey. But the preliminary level of the studies, many people are doing with the help of the Google data only. So preliminary level of the study. But when you go really a DPR level, so we need to do a survey. That is what your authenticity of survey data, you will have one benchmark. So that is a requirement. For DPR, you can go it, but for in case of feasibility reports and all, you can use the Google data.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Any other? Any questions, please? Okay, it's the first day, first class.
Sir,
Please.
sir, can we overlap AutoCAD data into Google Earth?
Yes, you have to. I think. Yeah.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Open
Very
cut.
easily. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very easily you can do.
And nowadays, mostly people are interfaces with the Google data. So because it's easy to present in many places,
Yes,
and
sir.
that is what the common data. Because in Google Earth, if you look it has a lot of information about the backend image. There are different type of roads are there, the villages are there. So real time the backend information what are there. There are also very strong data set is there. So that's the reasons from many platforms you can bring the data to the Google Earth. There is no problems.
Okay, sir.
Any other? I think when they'll start doing the projects, I think they will have more things to ask, or they will do it with. I think with this, let us we can close today class. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.